Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Welcome back to Let's Play Prey. In our last video we found our first neuromod. We started investigating what the hell is going on this station, and we got ourselves a glue cannon as well.
You made it. Ready for your first real view of the world?
Nash Underwood. We've explored a lot further in that one video than I did in the demo, which is good. But now, for now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talos I. In orbit around, I'm guessing that's the moon there, Earth over there. Yeah, welcome. Still can't get through there. We're going to need some leverage skill points, or a different way around at least. See what we can find down in the lobby. Holy hell! Let's not visit that.
Careful. You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions.
So the lobby's up there, or the office is up there. We're not going to go there straight away. We're going to start looking around and seeing what we can find here and there. Probably taking out a few mimics as well. I want to see what I can find in the way of weapons. The glue cannon's great, but ultimately I'm still using the
Station leadership
mimic.
has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Ultimately I'm still using the wrench to kill them. And it's working, but it would be handy to have something a bit more, should we say, long range? That worked. Ah, there's another one. Shoot. I'll get him in a minute. They do like attacking from stealth, that's for sure. Anything else of use in here? Neuromods and compensation. Oh, the wrench takes me back to all the way back to Opposing Forces, the first one of the first Half-Life updates, but also System Shock 2, and of course BioShock. Can't get in there yet. Restrooms, of course. No medkit in there, that's a shame. There's one here though. Those seem pretty safe. The space elevator. As I said in the last video, there's certain things I'll read out and certain things I won't. The ones that I'm not going to, I'll leave on screen a little bit longer. You can always pause the video and give them a read yourself. It's more just to make a decent amount of progress rather than anything else. Looks like we're clear in here as well. Nothing else of use. We are going to harvest some flowers though, because, you know, you've got to stop and smell the roses when the world is being taken over. Why not? Why not? Security upstairs. Lots of items kicking around, which is always good. There's a turret down there, which I'm guessing with the blue health bar means that he's on my side for now.
Scanning target. No Typhon material detected.
Yeah, good. He's on my side. Oh, that's gonna be helpful. Trauma Center keycard. Do we see Trauma Center around? I've got access to map, haven't I? Yeah. There we go. Although, hardware labs, arboretum, restroom, shuttle bay. Possibly nothing for now. Trauma center might be somewhere in the lobby here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I'm gonna grab the medkit. I'm used to touching E to use, and I've had to bind it to F because of the lean keys, which I like having lean, but it's just taking me a bit to get used to. Bianca Goodwin. Somebody else who unfortunately didn't make it. Main lifts. Busted for now, surprise surprise, along with everything else on this station I think. Gone there. I wanted to have a quick look back here.
Getting around is going to be a problem. The main lift is broken.
No shit, Sherlock.
The system is telling me it's fine. It's just...
Busted.
The diagnostic code is changing every time I make a request. I'll let you know if I find a workaround.
Sure, why not? In memory of John F. Kennedy, 1917 to 2031. So this is an alternate reality where John F. Kennedy survived the assassination attempt, or didn't get assassinated, one of the two. Oh shit, that's a phantom. Bagged our first phantom, and we've got some weird status going on. I'm not quite sure what it is. Fear, I'm guessing. But we've just bagged our first big baddie. So let's have a snack. And let's use our mod. What have we got? What can we do? Repair, which might be useful. Leverage, which would definitely be useful. I could actually go back a little bit further and have a look around. Or conditioning, which would also be quite useful. There's a lot going on. You know what? We're going to go leverage. Help us find our way around. We might head back towards the starting area, because I know there was a few places I couldn't get to before because I didn't have enough strength. But we'll see how we get on. I wonder what the evacuation's all about. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. You can see in the bottom left hand corner I've got a green status at the moment. I wonder if we can find out exactly what that is. My health is regenerating bit by bit, which is nice. Well fed, there you go. Increased health regeneration, increased stamina regeneration. Effect is temporary and can be cut short by radiation poisoning, so don't get irradiated.
1963. A top-secret Cold War negotiation culminates with Americans and Soviets working together on a research facility named Kletka. Kletka, Russian for cage, produces the skeleton and core emergency systems of what will one day become Talos I. 1964. After the attempted assassination of Kennedy and Khrushchev's departure, the U.S. pays for the rights to use Kletka as a testing facility. This period, known as Project Axiom, leads to many advancements in next-generation materials and bioscience fundamental to neural modification. 1980 to 1994. Geopolitical developments result in a temporary hold on Project Axiom. After the unfortunate Pobeg incident, in which 2 research scientists lose their lives, the Kletka facility is decommissioned and cleaned. 2025. The TranStar Board of Directors is established. TranStar purchases and privatizes the Kletka facility with a focus on safety and state-of-the-art upgrades. 2030. Talos I becomes fully operational, representing a monument of private space industry. The first neuromod is released, allowing for dramatic enhancement to the human mind and body.
I wonder if we're going to find out what happened in the Pabeg
2025,
incident.
1980 to 1994.
Pabeg incident. Word, blah, blah, blah. Get my words out in a minute. Yeah, I wonder if we'll find out what happened there or not. For now, we've got our leverage upgrade, which is going to be useful for certain bits and pieces. I'm going to explore a little bit further this way and see what else I can find before we head upstairs. Because we do need to go up there. You can see the video file there. Kind of want to see what else we can come up with. So I can carry crates now. Level 1 crate. Another turret. Jason Chang. Super repair kits. What does super repair kits do? Where were they? There we are. Repairs 25 damage to suit integrity. Okay. There's a lot that's gone down here. Monsieur Lazareff. We're not going to get through that way.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
That's good. I'd be worried if there was. Let's head up here, shall we? Gonna take some of the stuff that we found kicking around. Keep an eye out for mimics. We can draw them back towards the turret. Especially when there's that many of them.
Alien threat detected.
It's definitely worth us letting the turret handle some of it. That made things a lot easier. To keep an eye out, I don't think we got all of them, but that's made a massive difference to the ones that were around. Surprise, motherfucker! 9mm bullets, that's going to be useful if we ever find a gun. Head towards security. Let's see what we can find down here if we can get through. I don't know if there might be a way through up there. Yes, there is. Okay. So providing we can't get through, which we can't, let's see if we can find a way up. Like I was saying earlier on, I love this style of game. I love finding my own path, my own way around. I think it's probably one of the reasons I liked Mirror's Edge so much, aside from it being a great free-running game. Bad on the story, bad on the combat, great free-running game. Shotgun! So that is going to make our next encounter with the Phantom go a little bit differently. With a Phantom. Need security escort. Alex, I know you've probably have your hands full right now, but we need you to send a security detail to detain Dmitry Bowser. He witnessed the incident and he's pretty shaken. We're just not sure how stable he is at the moment. Make an assessment and hold him indefinitely if necessary. Use discretion. Something's on the station. Ma'am, you know I went to the doctor about sleep and all that. I got pills, but still been seeing things. After game night, it was cleaning up and a chair moved by itself. I'm not crazy like you know who. I'm sending this because just after the alert, I heard something in the vent over security. I thought I saw something black up there. We need to check this out because I'm starting to think there's something on the station we don't know about. Security Officer Elias Black. Ilyushin. Please add Michaela Ilyushin to the watch list. She's currently performing her duties. Her condition makes for her potential security risk and we may need leverage. Her access should be restricted to work and crew facilities. Please don't let her anywhere near the labs. Also flag any communications between her and Dr. Galagas out of psychotronics. Medical is beginning to suspect that she has white noise, so the fact that she's falsified her records may be enough. Normally I'd advocate neuromod removal, but her condition prevents this. Keep me apprised. Missing keycard. Sarah, I need your help tracking down a missing keycard. This should be one of your highest priorities. It's labelled EP101. Let me know as soon as you find anything. Alex. So Alex knows a lot more about what's going on here than we'd think. This actually concerns me slightly. We haven't got a code for the lock yet, I don't think. Although, I'm going to try 0526. I'm going to try 0526. I'm going to not try and blow the lock open. Oh, wow! I did not expect that to work. So that was the Orit Judges 526. Lucky guess. Recycler charge. Ah, my inventory's full, okay. Let's see what we can do about this. I want to keep a lot of this stuff around. I'm going to dump some of this stuff in here for now. Maybe come back to it later. Because these things are going to be useful. So you've got EMP charge, electromagnetic pulse, and attracts all objects within radius and recycles them into material fragments. Okay, that's quite cool. That's a kind of like an implosion grenade mixed with something else. I quite like that idea. Don't have a code for the holding room, I don't think. We got the turrets still out there, keeping us safe, which is nice. Character sheet, Fatal Fortress, Captain Stabfellow. Lots of emails, weapon upgrade kits. Don't know where I'm going to be able to use those yet. I'm not sure if I can use them straight from the inventory or whether I'm going to have to use them specifically somewhere. Yeah, requires gunsmith or lab tech ability for now, so we don't have that for now. Help, 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 now! Elias, anyone, please! Help, Nils again, this is not a hoax, life or death, help us please, now! Help, this is Nils, we are trapped here in the shuttle bay, please answer, urgent, help! Morgan use office keypad, set up a recurring task for setting Morgan's keypad. We're getting code change requests every month, it's the same pattern. Morgan asks us what the new code is, or what the current code is, asks if it was requested, or if we chose it then asked for a new one. It's unusual. Last time he asked I was right there, so I told him the code and he gave me a blank look. A code we'd set less than a week ago. Maybe he's testing our response time. No, he just doesn't remember it. I'm going to grab the area map, that's going to be useful. Expands our knowledge of the area a bit more, that's going to be good. And various crews. Okay. Not quite sure what we can do with those, but Darcy Maddox is still alive. Kevin Haig, Harley Granger. Feng Vu, Richard, quite a few people are still alive in this area. We'll see if we can find them as we're going along. So we got ourselves out. And more importantly, we've got ourselves a shotgun, which just, you know, that's going to be useful. Can we change our quick wheel, I wonder? I think we should be able to. Oops, wrong button. See if I can figure that out off camera a second. Nope, still can't figure out if that's possible, but never mind. I'm not too worried about it. Now I think one of the upgrades I may have gotten, I thought allowed me to actually apply upgrades to our weapons, because that seems to be open, weirdly enough. It will actually, okay, so the basic level will allow me to upgrade it. More advanced stuff will require LabTech 1, but we should have a better use on our Gloo Cannon now, and since that's going to be our main weapon, certainly for now, because we have, how many shotgun shells? 13, not really a huge amount. Certainly not enough to warrant using them too much. Okay, that was actually... This game is like a giant game of prop hunt. I don't know if you've ever played the I don't know if you've ever played Gary's Mod or the prop hunt game that they put into Team Fortress and a number of other number of other Half-Life 2 mods. It's a great little game. You've got one team that starts out as different props from the level. They have to hide somewhere, and the other team gives them a few seconds and then has to go and try and hunt them down. It's like an entire game full of that, which is kind of cool. I quite like that idea. We can actually get into the trauma center because we picked up the key code earlier, so let's go and have a look in there. It's like one giant deadly game of hide and seek, basically. If you do get found as one of the props, you can get up and run away. And it's a case of whether you make it far enough away before you get shot. But it adds a nice little sneaky element to the game. And a gold crest didn't make it. What's this? Test tube sample. I'm going to need to find a recycler somewhere because I've got a lot of crap on me right now and I can do with getting rid of some of it. So what we might do, I know where there is one kicking around, we might go up and use it and then come back down and explore this a little bit further. Oh shit. Don't want to take on two of them just yet. I still need to get over there. Tell you what, let's go and see what we can find up here. See if we can clear it out and clear our inventory a little bit, and then we'll come back down. There's another turret there, that's good. If we come across anything else now, we can just draw it out into the corridor.
Good morning, Talos. Breakfast is served in the cafeteria until 9 a.m.
And again, I'm not going to explore this just yet. I'm going to do it once Thanks, turret. Jason Chung also going to be fired for keeping his password around his machine. I work in IT myself, and this is just a no-no. Maintenance screwed the keycard to my office, had them set it to 0451. So there you go, there's the 0451 code we were talking about earlier on. We can use that to get into our office. Oops. I cannot type. Let's try that again. There we go. I wonder if I can type in using the keypad. I'll have the keypad on the keyboard. I'll have to try that next time around. So we've made it to our office.
This has been your home for the last 3 years. The video should be on your workstation.
We're not going to use it just yet, because this is our first fabricator. I'm going to use it to transfer all of the junk, which frees up a heck of a lot of room in our inventory. Yep, that's all down there. Fabricate button, recycle button. Just like that. Shit ton of... There we go, shit ton of items. Lots of different synthetic, organic and other materials kicking around in here. And now that we've picked those up, we're able to build them into items using the fabricator here. That's a recycler, not a fabricator. That unit there is a recycler. This is a fabricator. And earlier on we got ourselves a huntress bolt caster. I wonder if I've got the ability to make them. I do. I have all the stuff I need. Let's make it. So we have a new weapon, bolt caster. So not going to be a particularly useful weapon, apparently. Might be useful for a distraction, but I'm not quite sure. I suppose with reusable things you can use it to maybe smoke out some mimics if you're not quite sure where they are. But aside from that, yeah, probably not going to be useful. This is going to take up all of our mineral, and I don't know what that is. Mineral and something else. But it is going to give us another 12 shotgun shells, which is useful. Let's see. We've got mineral material, exotic material, synthetic. I know he's had an organic as well. Can we sort this? Auto sort. There we go, that's a bit tidier. We've only got one slot left now though. I think I'm gonna... No, I wouldn't use that just yet. We're probably gonna have to figure out some way of expanding our inventory pretty soon because we've blown through it really quickly. And the bolt caster is probably not a weapon I'm gonna keep. Okay, so John F. Kennedy made it into his second term and worked closely with the Soviets to advance the space race, which is nice. Margrave shotgun. Some neuromods, some medkits, shotgun shells, more synthetic and mineral material, shotgun shell fabrication plant, and recycler shielding. We've got firepower 41, 100% 4 and 1. 41, 100% 4 and 100. So if I go and ditch one of these shotguns in the recycler, because we don't really need it if we're going to pick up another one, and recycle. More synthetic material, organic material, and mineral material. Wonderful. And, of course, it's freed up a little bit of room for us. Use up the shield chipset. Don't know what recycler charges are, but it might be useful to have that kicking around just in case. So we now go and get the Margrave, which is a lovely looking shotgun. Gloo Cannon, ammo fabrication plan, and the weapon upgrade kit. Is it worth upgrading my shotgun now? Firepower, recoil, ammo capacity, or reload speed. I think we'll keep it as it is for now. We might come across something we want to upgrade quite quickly. And it would be handy to have some kits free just in case. We have got a lot on neuromods now, so we're going to use those up. You can either go Precision, we can hold back and get hacking 2 with another neuromod. Still got Repair. Repair 1 might be useful. Pack Calibration. Conditioning. Combat Focus. And Stealth 1. I think I'm gonna take Conditioning. Actually, no, I'm not going to take Conditioning. I'm going to take Physician. Because 150% usefulness on medkits is always good. And I'm going to take Stealth. No, you know what? I'm not going to take Stealth. I'm going to take Repair. It's going to help us find our way around a lot more easily. So going to go with that. New keycard, teleconferencing. Oh, there's more neuromods on the desk. Email. You made it, EOM. I still don't know what happened. I've put it behind me, but there's no reason we can't still be civil. You passed me in the hall today and you looked through me. If you're angry at something I did, tell me and we can talk about it. Pretending you don't even know who I am isn't going to help. We still have to work together. I'm sorry, Michaela, but there's a good chance that he really didn't know who you are. Do not disturb. Morgan, as requested, your terminal logs are set to automatically forward to your suite in crew quarters and the supplies from hardware sent up. Let me know if they get to you alright, and if not, I'll get it resolved. Like last week, I'll make sure you aren't disturbed in the interim. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. I'll hold down the fort outside your office. Misread that as fart the first time round. We're going to use up the rest of these neuromods, I think. So we can either go Hacking 2, Precision 2, Metabolic Boost, or Necropsy. Okay, so it's not going to give us a... Necropsy wouldn't give us a damage boost, it would allow us to get more recyclable materials. Probably not going to bother with that. Leverage 2. Gunsmith 1. Repair 2. Suit Modification 2. Extra inventory space, that could be useful. Dismantle. And then we've got nothing else we can play with here because I haven't taken anything conditioning except Firearms 1, that's new. I think I'm going to go Leverage 2 for now. Here we go. So, right, we are going to watch that video.
Hello, Morgan. Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. Now, your memory's shot full of holes. I know. I'm sorry, but it's permanent. So the first thing you need to know is you can trust January. It's an operator, a sort of backup of you and me. It knows what you forgot. We've been testing a new kind of neuromod based on the Typhon organisms, mapping their neural patterns onto ours. Problem is, when you uninstall a neuromod, it resets your memory back to the moment you first put it in. That's why you forget. There's supposed to be a process to bring you back up to speed between test runs. But someone could just skip that part, turn a single day into your entire life. Well, that's exactly what Alex did. The question is, why? You're not gonna like what I have to say next.
Sorry, but I can't let you listen to that. Not until I've had a chance to explain everything in person. For now, just... Damn it. I have to go. Just sit tight. Please.
Alex. So you've got to wonder what Alex has actually been doing to us all this time, or with us.
Sorry, Morgan. Alex cut us off from the Looking Glass servers. Time to improvise.
Salvino's workshop in the hardware labs. He invented the looking glass technology. You might find a way to restore the server connections there. I'm looking for another way to help you in the meantime. Good luck.
So Alex has been fucking with us. We know that much. Not been restoring our memory the way he should do for a start off. We're gonna have to do something about that. But for now we're gonna have a quick look around here and pick up any items that are left behind. Or didn't pick up the first time around because I didn't have the room. I am actually gonna ditch the bolt caster. I think it might be useful, as I say, to use it to try and bring out mimics, but right now the way I'm going about it seems to be working pretty well. Drop it X. There we go. Tell you what I'll do. I'll go and stick it in my safe. That way if I need it, I know where to come get it later. There we go. Auto sort that to make some room. Okay, we've got plenty of room now for now. For now. You're going to have a look in here.
No alien material detected.
I'm going to have a guess and say that if I do end up with some sort of Typhon neuromod in my system, those turrets are going to start shooting at me, which is not a good thing. Sylvain, I'm trusting you with my brain. You do good work, so hopefully that continues. Listen, if the tests don't go well, if something happens, let Alex know that I know it wasn't his fault. I signed up for this. Also, if the tests drag on, consider moving your office down to Sim. Less hassle, and you can always move back here after we celebrate our success. Morgan. Haha, you suck, corpse. Got ourselves another trauma center ID. Not that we need it, we found one earlier. Miss Goodwin, I'm going to need more support. The volunteers are agitated more than usual. This morning 11 threatened to bash my head in if I didn't let him outstretch his legs. When you get up here, the key code is 7117, not the old number on file. I'm pretty sure they've been watching me punch that in, so I changed it. Security Officer John Haskins. Meeting Gustav. Dr. Egway, I relayed your previous request and we'll see what we can do, but there may be no guarantees. The schedule for this visit is tight and may not allow for a face-to-face. I'll let you know when I have more details. Miss Goodwin, to follow up on my previous request, I wonder if there's been any updates on Gustav Leitner's visit. Is it still taking place, and if so, would it be possible to get a copy of his itinerary? I would love a chance to meet him before the neuromapping procedure, if possible. Leitner's visit, yeah, Igwe showed up quiet and polite. He shook Leitner's hand like he was afraid of breaking him, asked him to sign an album he bought. Leitner seemed flattered, so that was a plus. We tried to make him comfortable. His condition hasn't stopped him from craving a cigarette. Fingers were twitching. It's too bad. Such a talent. No wonder he wanted to get scanned. So we're going to head ourselves back down to Trauma Center now. And have a good look around. We're going to actually... yeah, we're going to explore the staff lounge first and then head to the Trauma Center. We may go and see what we can do about finding some of the missing people in the next video. We're coming very close to the end of this one. It's always the thing you least suspect.
All personnel should report to their workstations for the day. If you expect to be absent for any reason, please inform your immediate supervisor.
No, I didn't think that would work. That's only a level 1 code though, so we can get in here. Let's go down the bottom. And success. Open sesame. There's a phantom there. There's actually a couple of phantoms there. Ah, wrong button. Wow, these guys are tougher than I thought they would be. There's one left still.
Vital signs critical.
Wow, those guys are going to be tough. Fortunately, I've got some food on hand. This is going to make some room in my inventory, at least, I suppose. And I've got a lot of medkits, so that's going to help too. We're gonna, yeah, I'll eat that last one as well. That frees up a bit more room. So we've taken out our second and third Phantom. Yeah, it's creepy. The shotgun's not quite as powerful as I was hoping it would be against them. Got another neuromod and a chipset. Chipset, grounding resistance, resistance to electrical damage. I think that might be a good installation for now. I've not got anything else to use with it, that's for sure. Neuromods, what have I got left? One neuromod I can use. Now I'm going to go for conditioning. Boost my health, my basic health a little bit more, especially if we're going to be facing things like... Ah, security office, nice. Especially if we're going to be facing things like phantoms more often. And I'm going to use a suit repair... Where is it? There it is. A suit repair kit. Boost my suit integrity a little bit. Hopefully that'll mean I take less damage. I don't think there's anything else here aside from an exit. Should get me into human resources. This place is completely trashed. Let's see if there's anything up top. Anything that might be of use. No, it doesn't look like it. I tested using those explosive canisters in my demo playthrough, and I really didn't find them that useful. So I'm not planning on using them. Still need more leverage to be able to move those. I'm gonna head back across. Oh shoot! Let's head back upstairs. There we go. The quick route. And we're going to explore the staff lounge, but we're actually going to do that in our next video. So we're going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, send me a like, send me a subscribe, send me a comment, whatever you fancy, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you very much. See you next time.